Welcome back to the $100,000 series where I will detail out my journey to my $1 million, each milestone 100K step by step, and see what are the lessons I've learned and the experience that I could share with my audience so that everyone can learn and thought together. In my previous video, I talked about my 300,000 update by age 29, and back then it was 350K by year 2020, which means that it was only like 50K to the next 400K, right? So that will happen quite fast. And in fact, 400K was achieved by the mid of 2021. So by the end of 2021, it was close to 450K already. So that's age 30. And before we discuss all the lessons learned and journey along the way, then join us at close to 20,000 members in the Hardy Money SG Telegram group, where you can find like-minded individuals building your personal financial independence. Now let's go back to the year of 2021 because it was a very significant year for me. I started YouTube exactly in January 2021 because it was like my New Year resolution, I just want to do something different. And the past year in 2020, I've been watching YouTube videos from other creators, so I just want to try out and see whether I can make it. I think the main purpose was to really improve my presentation skills. In fact, my first video wasn't even about personal finance. I'm just trying to explore different topics and see which one that my viewers would like what I talk about. And to improve presentation skills is good for your work, right? Because back at that time, many of us were working from home. We don't have to go back to office and, present ourselves. And, naturally, our speaking skills start to deteriorate during COVID. So I see it as a New Year challenge for myself. And who knows, this project will flop within the next few months. And then, I'll just go back to doing my day job. But why finance though? Is because I already had personal interest. I've been reading blogs since I was an undergraduate. And then I kind of have an interest and passion in talking about it, to impart the right financial mindset, because I've been seeing so much fake news around this industry. And to be clear, my carousel side hustle was still going on even in 2021 as a part-time YouTuber. So I'm doing YouTube, doing carousel at the same time. Now, some of my earlier non-finance topics is talking about HDB BTO reviews, because back then people were all cooped up in their homes, right? How do you analyze and review a home if you cannot step into the home? So I try to help people from my point of view and help all the new home buyers to better select their flats. And I also did hotel reviews, at one point in time, because there's this rediscover vouchers, right? SG rediscovery vouchers where, all the hotels are having very good packages, and then the government give you free money to spend on local hotels and tours. Yeah, so I took advantage of that, went for a few staycations, and it was really my first time in a year where I started staying at local hotels. Because back then it doesn't make sense, why stay in a local hotel? You go overseas and stay hotel. But I see it as something new, lor. Yeah, I realized actually staycation is also quite nice. But I think coming back to the main topic, starting YouTube has been a life changer for me. In fact, it's one of my turning points in life because I explored so much more. It's totally out of my comfort zone as an introvert. And as an introvert, you are very afraid of public judgment. But in YouTube, you really have to put yourself out there and film yourself. I don't even dare to tell anyone I started a YouTube channel. I just silently produce my videos, and if someone see it, then okay lor. But if nobody see it, at least they know that I'm not doing a good or bad job. Truth to be told, for the first 7 months, I've been consistently putting videos out there with no income from YouTube. At best, I have some referral benefits, from promoting some platforms that I use myself, but all these benefits add up to less than $500 for the first 7 months. So, some of you think that be influencer, be content creator very easy. Just put some viral video out there. You never seen the months that we struggle and, just put videos thinking that somebody will view it, but at the end, you just produce for nothing. But all this is not for nothing, because you need to go through this beginner phase before you can advance to a further level. And all these beginner videos will make you a better creator in the future if you do not give up and you are in the right direction. So that's for aspiring creators out there. All the down periods that you're going through right now is essential for you to build what is there for the future. So that's about YouTube in year 2021. But another thing happened in year 2021, and that is the bull market rally. In fact, if we look at the S&P 500 index, it started the year at 3.75K. And then it ended the year at close to 4.75K, which is close to 27% growth year over year. This is one of the historical best years of S&P 500, So with that, my investment portfolio also enjoyed that bull market run. And I think back then, people were a lot more optimistic compared to year 2020 because we were coming out of the lockdowns. We were starting to have vaccinated travel lanes. Economies are open. So there's much more optimism in the market. And I started to open my interactive brokers account in year 2021 to really take advantage of investing in the US markets. Back then, the very simple reason is because they had the superior foreign exchange rates. So I read a few reviews. Oh, they say interactive brokers have the best exchange rates. Turns out it's true, which is why I always share about them, even in this link or the QR code right here, because I'm still using them. And they are that good. So 2021 is like a straight line up for the stock market. There's no major setback or crisis. It's a very positive year. Everyone is very optimistic, for that year, but probably not for long until 2022. But that's a story for another day. So by the middle of 2021 in June, I've already reached my first 400k net worth. And when I reach 400k, my YouTube is still not earning any money yet. So there's no sponsorship content creator things that can help boost the income. It's really through, the passive investing and then what I've been allocating my money into. And then by December, I've already reached the net worth of 449k. Just 1k close to 450k. And here is the breakdown of the portfolio back then. 332k in US stocks, 38k in SG stocks, 8k in bonds, 23k in SRS, and 48k in cash. So you see, this is a much healthier portfolio allocation already, right? I have very little cash compared to my other equity allocation because I have very optimistic views of the market, which may not be a great idea in 2022. In fact, in November 2021, where I was in my height of optimism because of the market bull, I declared my USD $1 million by 35 fire/Ikigai goal on my channel. So back then, when I announced the goal, it was to hit it within 5 years because I was 30 years old back then. So 5 years later at 35, I should be able to reach USD 1 million by 35. That was at that point, that mindset, that thinking. So I said that I will be using the YouTube to document my journey and process and update the status, which is what I eventually did every year on whether, I'm on track or off track, including the video that you're watching right now. And fast forward to year 2025, I have only one more year left to age 35. And that is USD 1 million by 35. I mean, if you look at the start of year 2025, we are off to quite a bad start, right? Like most of the tech stocks are down more than double digits. But I can tell you that market fluctuations would happen. It's more important on how you react. Do you invest more during market crashes, or do you stay out, or do you even pull funds out of your positions because you were afraid? So I think all this is more about your emotions and your reactions compared to whether you have real money or not. I'll say compared to 4 years ago, I'm more mature in my investment sense and know that I can weather through the storm for long-term investing. So yes, this is my $400,000 by age 30 update video. In fact, I reached it in the mid of 2021 and then 449k by end of 2021. And I may want to take a break on this journey to 1M portfolio update, because I fully understand that it will start to become unrelatable as the YouTube income comes in and it's like scalable income. So it grows really fast from 2022 to present. And it will start to get some negativity, which I do not want to invite because people are critical of other people's successes. And it may start to look more like a show-off thing, which I don't want to come off as, it's really to help people see like at this age, at this milestone, what can they do? Or what should be the right direction, or I should learn from this mistake. But I totally felt that if you can reach 400k in your 30s, within the next 10 years, you will definitely become a millionaire because you just apply whatever you have learned for your first 400k. You apply it and you compound it. Within the next 10 years, you sure become a millionaire one. So this is my honest sharing of my 400k milestone. I have nothing to gain. There's no sponsor for this video. But if you found this sharing helpful, you can consider to click on this IB link or, scan this QR code right here on Interactive Brokers landing page. That's my preferred brokers and that supports the channel. Thank you for your help because every click counts. And even though I say that I might take a break, I know some of you still want to watch 500k plus one. So if you don't mind the YouTube income and, may sound like a show off thing and it may invite negative comments even, then comment 500k plus one I have to be prepared for the comments already. Meanwhile, if you haven't watched a 300k update in the net worth, then I can refer you to the previous video right here where I talk about 300k by 29.